Ms. Naz Shah, I think a few months ago there was a very, very interesting hearing in the British Parliament, not a hearing but a debate really, on the situation in Indian-occupied Kashmir. And it was really very heartening to see some of the British politicians making very insightful comments on what's happening really, and I was really very amused and happy also as a journalist, as a human rights activist, Zunaira also, to see that many of the British politicians were keeping up really with what's happening inside Kashmir.
Yeah, they were very vocal about it.
Yeah, you saw that. You saw that. Yeah. So my question to you, MP Naz Shah, before I move to Dr. Khan, is if you could just describe to us this shift that I see in the British political discourse when it comes to Kashmir conflict. I see articles on BBC.com. I see the British media being very vocal in covering what's happening, the human rights violations in Indian-occupied Kashmir. How do you see that from your vantage point?
From my point of view, I don't see it covered as much as I'd like to see it covered. The crisis in Kashmir is an issue, like the Minister Fawad was saying earlier. You know, this it is seen as a flashpoint. It's two nuclear-powered countries, India and Pakistan, and it's not a bilateral issue because it's an issue of human rights violations. So it is an issue that the world needs to take up. And from where I sit and what I see, I'm not convinced that it is given the credence that it needs, and it needs to be higher up on the agenda. So in the UK, it was parliamentarians, whether we have a clear link like I do to Kashmir, or whether we have a diaspora community. The diaspora community is very, very active on this issue and will remain so